Can we run that down here? No, of course not. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Why are you waiting? Go! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our vanilla city build in City Skylines. My name is Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. We have so much to do today. I have got lots planned. Thank you for all of your support on the first episode. From my point of view in the space-time continuum, it hasn't been released yet, but I am sure that you lovely people really enjoyed it and gave it the feedback that it deserved. I've just been enjoying looking around the city. I love these shops down the middle here. I just think they look really, really cool. It's so busy, our city, so far, and it's so tiny, but it's so busy, so much going on. Everyone's loving what we've put in so far. And of course, traffic is absolutely fine because, yeah, you know, that's how we roll. So we are going to be expanding. We are going to buy a new square and expand over in this direction. If we just take a look at what we've got over here by going into our resources tab, we've got a lot of farm over here, which I think we can work on. I want to expand over that way. So without further ado, I'm going to buy that square there. Thank you kindly. And we can still buy another one if we need to. Excellent. So we're going to expand out this way. We also need a high school. We don't have any of those yet. Elementary school's covered, high school nothing. So I'm thinking of picking this spot up here, and then we're probably going to expand with more people and all that sort of stuff as well. And we've got some money to spend, which is fantastic. By the end of this episode, we are going to have a name for our city. I've just put a tweet out asking for name suggestions. Oh, I love these little things when they appear here. They are looking great. So yeah, wonder what it's going to be. We will find out. And all the trees have grown back after the fire at the end of the last episode, which was brilliant. So let's start by just expanding this over here. Here I'm thinking of doing probably a similar little setup as we've got there, but we'll get to that. So let's have a look at our resources and see what we've got available to us. So as you can see, we've got a lot of farm area here and it wraps all the way around the top here. We may not use all of that, but I definitely wanted to use this little section here with some angled roads coming in. And you know what? Before we do that, I think we are going to set this up on here in a similar way as we've got this, because that's just going to tell us how much space we need, how much space we've got left, and all that sort of thing. So let me just pop together something on here. We're going to want to do some markings out here. So this is where, you see, we need to think ahead a lot, because whereas before, let's just change this down to the lower setting, whereas before we would have perhaps, so that's going to be our middle point there, we would have perhaps just thrown down something and then used the move it mod to line it all up. Now we've actually got to do it by using our brain. So let's just see what we can do. Oh yes, this is where the fun of vanilla comes in, where things aren't going to line up exactly where you want them. No matter how hard you try, it just doesn't want to go into that spot there, which is a bit of a pain. But then this is a slightly, yeah, if we do something like this, we should be able to get this to line up. If I put my line markings on and go back, yeah, I think to there, and then we'll go straight. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Excellent. So I've just sort of eyeballed it a little bit just so we can see. Let's turn that around. That one's got to go up, that one's got to go down, this one's got to go up. There we go. Excellent. So we've eyeballed it a little bit because obviously this is on a slope, but I think that's okay. We haven't really done any lane mathematics. Did we do lane mathematics on here? Oh yeah, of course, this was all 2-lane. This is actually a highway, isn't it, coming through on here? So we could, let's have a look. What options do we have? Yeah, we've got a 2-lane highway. So even though this is, yeah, do you know what I'm going to do, actually? We're going to downgrade this to 2. We're going to keep the lane mathematics going, as we should, all the way through here. And then I'm going to change these to 1 lane where it comes on and off. No, that is not the one I want. It's this one. So we'll have 1 lane coming there. We'll have 1 lane, then it splits into 2, but then 1 lane going down there. So then we do get the lane mathematics, and hopefully that will help out and give these some extra ways to get in and out of the city as well before we dive into our farming area. So now we've got a road on both sides, we can set this up, and I'm thinking of having a road running alongside the highway here, something like this. So let's maybe just draw out our grids here and see what we get. And then this road along here actually can be a little bit shorter. I'd like a road like this. Let's just see if we can get this just to sort of go along the highway. I think what we'll do is we'll meet this road down here somewhere. Let's just curve that around into a 90 degrees. Yeah, something like that. That's fine. Ultimately, when we get this square up here, these roads will go up. We're not going to destroy that, but this one will probably meet that one there. But for now, we'll just go with this. That's fine. We'll continue this one straight up here. We know they're going to meet somewhere over there. And that gives us a nice little couple of starting areas for our farming zone. So let's pop in an industry zone over here. There we go. Fantastic. And we're going to place our farm building down here and start that off. That's going to be right there by the side of the road. Excellent. Elm plantation. This is going to be renamed. This is going to be my longest standing supporter on Patreon, Bevan Farms. We're going to name it after you. Thank you so much for all of your support over years and years and years. Oh, Bevan also saves. Have a quick sip of tea. And also don't forget to check out BiffaPlaysMerch.com for your autosave sip of tea merchandise. Yeah, Bevan has just passed their 9-year anniversary supporting me on Patreon, which is absolutely unbelievable. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bevan. It really means a lot. And yeah, it supports my channel at no end to have people on Patreon. At the minute, all the money from Patreon goes towards editing videos, which really helps me out. It means I can spend more time with the family. So yeah, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Okay, let us continue. So we need some power in here. So let's just pop a temporary power cable in there. We'll get some other things in here in the meantime, soon I should say, and that will jump the power. So all of our farms are over there. So what I wanted was, as you come down the highway, that you can see all the farms that we've got down here. So I'm thinking of going for, we've got fruit trees, we've got animal pasture, we've got crop fields. I'm thinking of going for the fruit trees and just trying to get as many as we can. Lots of money spent. That is fantastic. What options do we get in for the trees here? So we've got apples, oranges. They look nice. Pears and greenhouse. We're going to have a greenhouse on the end. Yep, over there. And then the rest of these, I think we're going to go for... Oh, it's a tough choice. I mean, the oranges are nice, but they sort of look brown more than... Let's go for apples. I think we'll have apples all the way along here. Yeah, I'm liking that. As you come along the highway, all the apple trees. Fantastic. We can do a little bit of decorating and stuff around there as well. Very good, very good. And then they all need to be stored somewhere. As soon as I put one of these down, the trucks are going to go wild. So I'm going to pop that right next to here. And then we'll see all the trucks flying out any second now to deliver. Once they've got all the crops, they will do, of course. And then we could use some of those in some animal pastures to make the meat that we can make the meatballs we can sell. So they will be over here. They're going to need power as well. So maybe, let's just have a look what it says on here. Things, all processing buildings, needs to be in an industrial area, but it doesn't need to be over this area here. So I'm thinking of maybe just expanding this little spot here and using that. How large have we sort of got these sections? We've been going for 600. I'm about to cut the power off, and that is going to please everybody. Let's go for 600 again and just see if we can fit a few in here once we've expanded our zone. So I really want these off the side road. How many can we fit in here? Not enough money, but we can fit it in. Okay, that's good. We will be making some money in a moment. Let's speed up the game. Don't know why I said it like that. There we go. Look, they're delivering all the stuff, which is what we want. We need 7,500. Probably could do with just getting some power back over here again, because yeah, they're not going to be pleased about that, are they? There we go. And we could probably just drop that one over there. Excellent. There we go. Very good. Very good. There we go. And then we're going to need a little warehouse, and then we're going to set all of this to be sent out, and we're going to make so much money It's going to be great. Please let me set this down. 7,500. Come on, city. You can do it. There we go. We've got it. Let's pop that in. Then you're going to need a little bit of water to keep you happy. Excellent. And then we need to save up some money for a warehouse, don't we? Because we want to start shipping these goods out. What is the cheapest warehouse that we can stack the beef up in? 4,000. We're almost there. This is 8,000. So we're going to go for one of these. Maybe sort of opposite over here will be good. Yep, and we're going to store animal products, and we're going to say empty. So we've got the chain going. All of this can go into there. That can go into here. These can go into there. That's going to be sold, and that will just keep our chain going. And if we keep a look on this, I mean, we're not going to be importing any crops because we're going to make so many. We're going to be selling those. Also, we're selling the animal products. Workers until next level. So we've got space for 305, which is good. We only need 150. So we're not far off getting up to level 2. And then we can really start making the money, the flour mill and things like that, I believe, which will be good. There we go. Yep, they're working away. Excellent. So we'll leave that going, and that's going to start making us some moolah. If we jump into here, look at our industries over here. This one, yep, profit already. Look at that. Every week. Very good, very good. And I'm going to try not to overload on warehouses because they do cost a lot of money. So we'll see how we go. What animals do we want in here? We've got coos at the moment. Highland coos. We can have pigs. We can have sheep. What should we go for? Let's go for pigs. I don't think we use pigs very often. And by the look of it, it's the same meat. Whatever we have. And I think that'll work really well. Right, so now we've got that done, we need to expand a little bit more, and I'm going to head over here down the coast. We can buy another square, so we're going to get this one here, which is going to take a ton of our money. That is it now, until the next level. Well, we'll be fine, because the next level is 3,600. Yes, we shouldn't be too far off that once we've done all of this. Now, this part here, I would like it to curve around and follow along the coast right by the beach, and then we've got plenty of space to expand our roads. If we grab this one here. Yeah, like that. And then that can continue along here. And then we can just sort of join all these roads up. The height difference was 240. So if we go over here to 40, then we can continue that along and continue this along, and then we should be able to join these up perfectly. Excellent, and that does exactly what we want. And then this can just continue all the way out as far as it can go, and we'll build off of that and get all the roads turned around in the correct direction, like so. There we go, and then we'll add a few crossways. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we can add more shops in the centre and keep this nice sort of walking area going, and then trolley buses as soon as we get access to those. So let me add a nice little section up here built off of this grid that we've got going, so we can get a load more people moving in, because we have a very high demand for a residential zone. Oh, before we've even done that, Bevan Farms has upgraded, so now we get the flour mill and the bakery, which is fantastic. So I'll tell you what, let's just take a little break and head back over here, because we really want to be making money from our farms. I think we can utilize this little bit of space that we've got over here. So let us have a look here. So we are going to pop in, first of all, our flour mill. So that's going to take some of those crops and turn them into flour, which is fantastic. And we're going to need some storage for that as well. So I'm just thinking, I want a couple of flour mills. Can I fit 2 in there? I can. I'm going to put them back to back like that the other way around, because I think that makes a nice little area. And we've got the storage there. Yep, very good. And they're both loading off of different streets as well, which is just what we want. Traffic flow 95%, so please. We are importing some crops now, so obviously we need to increase. But these are going to be making the flour for us. But then if we add into here this unique factory, when we've got the money, the bakery, that's going to take all of the 3 products we're making at the moment and make special goods, but that is going to cost us 20,000. So maybe for now we're not going to worry with that. I'm just going to put another little storage over here if we can afford it. Yeah, and I'm going to mirror that the other side. That is going to be set to empty for now, and that's going to be our flour, and then we're just going to sell that as well. Is it that this is filling up? I think that's what it is. I do believe we now have a larger storage. We do. We have a small barn. So the storage in here is 300,000. This one is 400,000. Can we just squeeze in a small barn? I think that would look nice alongside the house here. So I think what we're going to do is just add a very small little industrial road that comes around the back here. There we go. Excellent. And then we're going to add that in here. Let's see. Yeah, let's pop it on the end there. We'll see how we go. That's spent a load of money we don't have. And that's taking the power out of different things. So let's just give them back the power that they need so everything can work. And then hopefully that will tick away nicely. So again, we've got plenty of workers to get to the next level. Or plenty of space for workers, I should say. We just need to fill that up. The amount of resources is fine. So yeah, that should keep ticking away and making us money. But we need to expand. We need to get more people in here. So let's get that sorted over here. Right, we have some money in the bank, and I really want to get this farm pumping out the moolah for us. So we are going to add in this factory that we've got here. So that 20,000 well spent on a bakery. We've got enough goods and products. And let's just have a look at the resources that we've got in the land. So there's no resources in here. This is a nice little busy intersection, and I think we could have it backing off of this road here. I just want to add a little bit of interest to it. So we can use this walkable road here. Let's see if we have it coming off of here. This is like the four-lane road. But, you know, I'm just thinking, as that started to come out at that angle like that, if I did something like that, could I just fit that on the corner there and try and make this a little bit different? Why not? I know we've got the land sticking up in the back, but we can finagle that, can't we? We know how to use the finagling tools. Let's just take this one here. Actually, I'm going to put that on the lowest, and we'll take that height. Just sort of see if we can... Oh, we've got soil availability. That is not something that I would normally have to worry about in a game. We can go like that. And then could we add some parking? That is something I hadn't thought about, is only spending the soil that we've got. So we could add maybe a little bit of parking at the front. Just thinking the best way to do it. If we go... I'm trying to see if I can get these so they match up. If we go there and there, and then we still get this little square at the front, we can do a little bit of detailing here. Oh, why not? The first random rock placing in our new city, and we're going to be making some money from Go Nuts to Donuts. We need somewhere to store all the pastries, although they're already being sent out, which is good. So maybe we won't place a warehouse like we'd normally just chuck them down. We've got loads of products, which is good. So let's see how much money that eventually makes us. And we're already up to 126,000, which is brilliant. So let's have a look at our new residential zone over here. I'm going to remove all the trees that are in this section for now, because we're going to add our own as we go along. So let's get rid of that. And I'd like to add a nice big sort of park in the middle. There we go. Place one of our new little parks down. Maybe in this section here. Is it smack bang in the middle? I'm going to remove those 4 roads. Let's have a look and see what we think will fit in here. So I'd like to use some of these new parks that come with the Hotel and Retreats DLC. This one with the bridge. I think if we can get that in the center there, that would be fantastic. To try and get that to line up in the middle, we're going to have to do a little trick like this. We can pop that over there. Thank you to Claudia Winkleman on our Discord for giving me this little trick. That's a little bit too far out. Let's see if we can make that a little bit smaller. Oh, I think that's better. If we can just about get that right in the middle there, I think that is going to be absolutely perfect. Let's have a look at that. Oh, that is going to be brilliant. So then we can... Do you know, I quite like that in there, to be honest. I'm going to leave that in there. That's very good. Then we can add... Can we connect path to these coming out the back as well? I don't think we can. That's a shame. Maybe let's turn off... Let's have a look here. Let's tap off our road length and road guidelines and see if we can get... Well, no, we want the road guidelines on so we can get right in the centre. If I go like that, yeah, that will line up, and then we can pop some other paths around here as well. I'd like a little bit of parking in here, so let's maybe just do a little bit of detailing. Turn this into a nice, big zone around this one, which is fantastic. Yeah, turn this into a nice little park, and then get some houses in here as well. Okay, things are getting there. We've got some nice detail in here, some nice use of the parks, and we might just do a little something in here in a moment. But what I'd like to do on this little section is delete this road and pop in one of these. We've got the shopping plaza, got plenty of money for this, and I'm pretty sure this will centralize itself as well. Yeah, there we go. So now we're adding a little bit of shopping for the people that are living around in this area, and I believe we can fit, if we go into here, lots of parking behind. So if we add 3, 4, probably could just use one of those. No, they wouldn't have centralized, but they do nicely. Excellent, that's good. And then we want to make it easy for the people that are using this to get around. So maybe let's pop a path down either side. I've changed the trees on the path here. I like these ones. They're a little bit wider, a little bit more shade. They're the slightly bigger tree from down here somewhere. This one here. Umbrella thorn tree. Yeah, that's the one. Looking very nice. I know you need a little bit of flattening down there. Let's grab our tool here. Can I flatten this after the fact? We might just have to ignore the fact there's a little bit of a lumpy bump in there and just go with that. Excellent. Let's have a look at our land value. That will go up. As soon as that gets power, that gets all hooked up, that'll be good. And then the other thing that we wanted to get in was a high school. And I'm thinking of maybe utilising... I was thinking that space there, actually. But now we're over here. I think definitely this space here. We're going to bring this road out and make that sort of more of a collector across here. And then we could... because we're going to need another. I'm just sort of thinking how they're going to come in. They're going to come in there, they're going to go up there and come out there. So, yeah, I think that'll be okay. That gives us that nice little space. And I was thinking about looking at this one. So it's the same upkeep and cost, I believe, as the normal high school. 560, 240, 1,000 students. And just something a bit different. This is from the Africa in Miniature pack, I believe. It's not showing up on screen. That mod hasn't been updated yet. And yeah, I'm liking that one. That looks really, really cool. Very good. And then, of course, we can plop some parking. We can use the large parking. Oh, it just won't go in either way. That is slightly annoying. And if I delete that and set it up again, it's going to cost us some money. I'll tell you what, why don't we... How much did it cost to move it? Move it is 4,000... Yeah, move it is cheaper. Let's do that. Let's get some parking in here. Yeah, I think we might go with the same trick that we had before. See if we can get this. Because it did actually line up right in the centre before. Then I've redrawn the roads and it won't. So if we go something like that... Yeah, that looks okay. Get a bit of the roads around the parking. I think that's fine. And then we want to also add in some other amenities as well. And I'm thinking we're going to try and get this right along the back here. I'd like to pop in a small soccer field. Now, the noise pollution is 0, so I'm really not worried about that at all. I think if we just bring this straight out the back. Now, as I've mentioned a few times, I am moving house. And there were some houses that we looked at that were basically... Yeah, let's go that way round. Get that nice and close there. Well, basically, like this, backed up right against a road that had the football pitch in and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, I think that is quite interesting. Can we run that down here? No, of course not. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Can we go out one and run it down there? Yes, we can. So we get a path round there. Can I then fit a second one in? If I get a road going up the side here and get this going at just the right angle, just the right size... And that is an entirely different height of land. Okay, let me just do a bit of finagling here, see what we can do. Yeah, those two paths there are never going to connect up right next to each other, are they? But that'll be fine. We can pop some tree details and things in there. Can we attach those two together? Yeah, excellent. That is looking good. The power should be jumping across, so all they really need is the water. Then we can do a little bit of decorating around here. Maybe we could have some other facilities right up against the motorway as well. So if we just bring that up to here, and let's see, what else could we fit into here? Yeah, we do actually have public libraries available to us. So I'm just thinking if I can go straight across there and pop one of those in. Oh, that just fits absolutely perfectly in there. That'll be nice. We can smoothify this land out a little bit as well. And that will fit in really nicely as well. That's becoming a lovely little campus. Oh yeah, power. Power, power, power. I'll tell you what, why don't we zone in some more houses over here. I am going to run this zone that we've been going with all the way over this area like so. And we're into naming things from our patrons. So Meta, we've gone to the other end of the scale, a very new patron. Thank you very much for your support. This is now Meta Heights over here. Fantastic name. So let's just pop in a little bit of zoning. Again, I think we're just going to go with the shops down here. And then we'll get the rest of this all filled in. I'd like this squared off, actually. So that is not straight, is it? Oh, my goodness me. And that is near enough for me. Very good. And then I'm going to take that same road, remove the zoning off, and we're going to dezone those. Maybe not so much that one. It's still not quite square, is it? It might just be that we have to go with what we've got. Let's put that back on again. Yeah, we'll go with what we've got and we'll see how it goes. Water we've got. Yeah, no problem. So let's fill in some of these areas and then see what we're going to get growing through here. There we go. Those buildings are popping in nicely. Oh, I love these buildings so much. They just look fantastic. Very good, very good. We had a bit of a shortfall on the old water and the sewage. So I've just added in another water tower up here, some more sewage down there. Don't worry, in the future, very near future, we will build an area specifically for those. Now, you might have seen during our little time lapse of the detailing that Bevan Farms has now upgraded another level, still making lots and lots of money, which is absolutely fantastic. So that's given us a load of new items. So we've got the cattle shed, which still makes the old meat for us, the milking parlour, which does the same, but nice looking buildings. Then we get the larger fruit fields and stuff as well. So I was just looking at this. The crops we could probably do with getting some more of those. So why don't we get some of these larger ones and get... Ooh, I was hoping we'd get a couple in there. Let's go for a large and a small. And we'll get those set to apples and apples as well. There we go. 95% traffic. That is brilliant. And then we could even... Can I even? Yes, I can. I'm going to take a tiny road and bring that through there and just see if I can add some more in along the back. I want to make as much as possible. How close can I get? If we start from the end, and I'm going to go 1, 2 is going to be the most. And do you know what, actually? I don't mind that one being a warehouse there, or this one. No, this one being a greenhouse. And then these can be apples, that can be apples, and then that's oranges. Apples or oranges. And do something like that, and then we can fill the rest in. So if we come into here and go apple, we can get our apple tree. Then we can get our line tool. Yeah, so I am using a couple of mods. It's just to help, you know, the time with placing things down. That's all it is. Doesn't affect the running of the game or anything like that. So if you want to follow along with me, you can. I don't know what distance these are. Oh, 8. Almost seems like it's there. There we go. 8.5 is about as close as we're going to get. But you'll notice I can't place them over roads or anything like that. Busy town. Fantastic. So I've got no anarchy mods, move it mods, anything that will change the gameplay. What you're seeing me do, you can do it on your console or vanilla playing, no problem. Trolley buses. Yes, that is what I want. Right, so let's add our first trolley bus route in. And the only reason I'm doing this is we never use trolley buses. I really want to try them out. And we've got so many new trolley bus models that have been added to the game. I think it's going to be fantastic. So we're going to take these 2-lane one-way road with trolley bus wires. Do we get cobblestone. So these are all the pedestrian streets, and then it's like the larger road. So there is, in my mind, there's still a bit of a gap in between. The normal buses get a few extra, do they? Maybe not. Anyway, let's go with this. This will be fine. So we're going to upgrade all the way through here. There we go. So that's a loop. They can turn around at the end. And they can turn around there, but they can also go over the top there. So we'll see where that heads out once we've got that sorted. And then we've got our trolley bus depot, which I really want sort of maybe down here off the way. So if we go like that, and then we take this little road here and upgrade that one, so they can get in and out there, they can go around, it's not too far to go. Excellente. And then it's just a case of stops. And I'm thinking we're going to sort of go every other one like that, but make sure that there's paths available. So down here we've got... So I want to be careful because this is right off of a junction that the trolley buses aren't getting in the way. So if we go here, that's not too far to walk. And then we'll sort of go every other section again. There we go. We'll loop that round there. Let's just pause that before it sends out some trolley buses. So we've got these different capacities here. I do like this small one. I like the look of it. I know this is going to be a busy line because at the moment, we come back into this view, we've got all these people that live here in Meta Height, so 3,500, all coming across here for work. So this is going to be a super well-used line. So we want to make sure that we're picking a trolley bus that's going to be able to cope with that. I mean, this is only, that's like an old one, that's a more modern one, and then we're up into the articulated one. So if you're going to go articulated, you might as well go full articulated. I'm going to go this one here. We're going to go 50. So it's not full articulated. It's a nice looking one. We're going to change the colour to a sort of reddy colour, question mark. We'll see what that looks like when it comes out. Here it comes. That is not a bad colour. And I like that actually. It's articulated, but it's not too big, is it? That's not going to take up a ton of space on the road. And I think that's going to be very exciting. How many has it sent out for this line? That's one thing I didn't check. 11. No. We're going to drop that to 6. And you watch as these lines fill up. There's going to be so many people wanting to get on here. But once they're all spread out, I don't see them as being a problem. People could overtake if they wanted to. But yeah, you can see that one of those will pull in, no problem. And then these would be able to drive past, but they just need to spread out. So we shall let those spread out. How are we doing over here? We've got space for 627. We only need 550. We're at 450. And then we'll upgrade again, which is fan-flipping-tastic. Traffic starting to become a bit of an issue because why are you waiting? Go! Thank you very much. So why don't we take a trolley bus tour around our city and get the ground eye view? I think that would be a fantastic idea. And there we go, back along to where we started. There was one stop down here that was a little bit awkward, and I want to move it. Let's just put this on so we can see. It was past the park, I think. It wasn't that one. And it was like, here we go, it's this one here. Because it's right next to this road, it's made it a very small... There we go, look. So we've got a bigger indentation in there. And I'm going to move this one back over here. Just because I want to see all the people run. Run, Forrest, run. There we go, over to the new stop. Excellent. And once again, we have these amazing shops through the middle here. So people aren't really having to go that far for their shopping, which is great. And this is all filling out. This is fantastic. What is our next target? We're flying through them. So we've done that one. 5,000 will be next. Got to put some little items in here. We'll work that out. People are loving the park as well, which is good. Everything's chugging along nicely. So already our trolley bus lines are filling up with people. This one down here. So where's this one? Right at the beginning of our area is quite full. Let's wait for that trolley bus to come past. We'll grab that. Thank you very much. And then we've got this one up over on this side heading back. that one heading back as well. So I'm not quite sure 6 of these that are 50 in size are quite enough. I'm going to add a couple more, and then if we need to change them out for something a little bit larger, we can do that later on. Now, something we haven't added into this area yet, which is very important, is our child healthcare centre and our elder care. So this has got a huge area of effect. We can see it's basically going to take in the whole of this area. So we're just going to pop that back off the main road over here. And I'm pretty sure our elder care centre can also fit... Yeah, I'm going to take this side. We're going to pop that in there. Actually, we'll do it further away. We'll go down there, give us a little bit of space in the middle for a park. And then we can use this area for something else. Let's just pop in here and see what little parks, plazas might be good. Will that stretch all the way across? It will. Why don't we pop a little plaza in there? Yeah, everyone's happy with that. Don't get any other variations. No, that's fine. Don't worry about that. And then we use some of our nice paths. Oh, that's good. Let's make that a treed path. Why not? Get through there. Excellent. We'll upgrade this one as well. And we can hear people upgrading their houses because they're so pleased. And then we've got this little area at the back. We'll just pop a few trees on here just to block, you know, using our imagination, block the sound from any neighbouring things that are going on around, like the shops and such. There we go. I'll tell you what, today my brain is just on moving mode. It's like stress with solicitors, stress with moving, stress with packing. That is all my brain is doing. So half the time I can't think what the heck is going on. But we're getting through. We're working our way through, which is fantastic. This was going to move from there. I'm just wondering whether we could just pop that up here. And I think, let's grab... Oh, yeah, trees. Trees on board. We want to get the roads with the trees on the road. And I'm just thinking about just coming up here and just popping that in there. And I can't move it. And I can't empty it. Ooh. Okay, what we'll do then is we'll place another one up here. Oh, look at that. I thought that was going to go in the middle, which is what I want. Hold on. I think we're going to have these little roads all over the place. Let's go like that. There we go. That's fine. People can come in and view that. We can delete this one, can't we? Oh, we know the sneaky tricks for deleting things in vanilla. Not that one. This one here. Collapse the building. Everybody look away. Oh, yes, it's gone. Excellent. That's good. And then we'll just delete what's left. Very good. And we get... Whoa, careful there now. We get our land back. And then we could do maybe... I've just got my little forest brush here. I've just set up some vanilla trees. We toggle that. So I've just sort of made a little pick of some of the trees there. Just scroll through that so you can see. And then I might just put the strength down. And just sort of dab a few in. And then we'll add some paths in here as well. Excellent. Just a little area where people can come and walk and contemplate things that might have recently have happened in their lives. So there has been so many name suggestions on Twitter and on the YouTube community poll. And the name that has been chosen, now I want you to let me know what you think about this one. I think it is pretty good. In honour of Hugo. Hugo there. Hugo's become the face of my Nord integration spots. And he pops up from time to time. Maybe not so much in a vanilla city because we don't have traffic manager. But this is the name that was suggested and I really like it. What do you think? Hugo Slavia, suggested by Chris Wooders on Twitter. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about that and what you think about our city so far. So much more to do. Industrial area needs some work. We've got more expansion that we need to do, but I'm loving the way our city's going. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and then check out the next video on the screen, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.